And we are back for some more Suikoden. Let's go ahead and head back to Gregminster. Alright, Vicky. Let's go back. Why is Leocon's Hermitage all the way down here? It's so weird. Now Konami's all about the pachinkos? Yeah. I mean, they are making a new Suikoden that is, I think, supposed to be canon to this world. But it's also for mobile, which is and is supposed to use gacha stuff. So, I don't know. Oh, we can just auto this. Twitch warned you that wasn't a nice message? Wow. They know. Hey, Earth Boots. Alright, who gets the Earth Boots? Not you. Probably Victor. 283, you know what? You need it. 271, yeah. More defense on you. I mean, Victor takes a ton of damage from elemental attacks or magic attacks. I don't really know what dictates that. Because it's not strictly protection. I mean, it might be magic, but, like, he's still 99. He's not a great magic user, but he's not terrible either. I mean, I don't have a problem with mobile games as a thing, like if they do mobile ports and things like that. That's very much a whatever, but I don't like to play mobile games, and the gameplay style is different. And it's fine as a style, it's just not for me. And I don't know that it's conducive to a story-based RPG. Okay, we do not want to auto. Finger of Death, you. Let's go ahead. Clone Rune. Let's Lightning Storm. Let's Firestorm. Let's Fog of Deception. And we'll go ahead and Storm. Like, my thing about Suikoden is that I like the gameplay, but I love the world. So the fact that Tyrkiris isn't in the world is kind of why I don't care about it. And of course, Tengar did get another spell level out of that. It's okay. Kind of hurts the serious tone when you have a blinking spend money icon on screen at all times. I mean, not all games are like that. They don't all have, you know, microtransactions and stuff like that, or even ads. I don't have a problem with a game, you know, a mobile game that you pay 20 bucks for and isn't advertising anything for you. But my issue is more along the lines of I don't like playing on a small screen in hand. I don't like using the touch screen to control things. And even if it's not a phone, I don't like using, like, I just don't like handheld devices. I don't like that small screen. It's just not fun to me. I like a big television screen or something, or a computer screen or something. So if there's a game that's on both mobile and computers, consoles kind of thing, that's fine. I just don't think that, like, the nature of mobile gaming tends to be, oh, I'm standing in line for 5 minutes. So I will. This is a good time for me to go. To play my game. You need a game that you can consume in small chunks, really. Howdy, Bahamut. How's it going? You feeling any better? Have I played Tales of the Abyss? I have not. The only Tales games that I have played are Vesperia, Destiny, and played a little bit of Fantasia. And whatever the original one for Destiny 2 is, that wasn't actually Destiny 2. Here in the US. Oh, there's lots of games that I would probably love. Only one? What is this, Phantom? Yep, alright. Just straight up murdered him. Feeling okay? Slightly better? I'm glad it's slightly better, at least. Better than not feeling any better. But it takes place in Aldrant. I mean, I got plenty of rants right here. This is... I would hate... Imagine being in this castle and having to travel that long corridor. And also, it took us like 7 minutes to get back here. How did I like the Tales gameplay? I'm not a big fan of the combat. I want to look at the statue. I want to look at the statue. I want to look at the plants. Imagine having to clean this place, yeah. Serpentine! Serpentine! Let's get another black dragon orchid or whatever. Well, well, old commander of the Liberation Army. You've come so far. I really have, haven't I? Come, look at my garden. The flowers are in full bloom. Beautiful, is it not? And yet it is all that remains of my empire. Now, whose fault is that, sir? Actually, it's your fault. You're right. It's true. Ald. With my own hands, I will protect this garden. I will defend the last piece of my empire to the bitter end. Hey, look, dude, if you want to live here in this garden, call yourself the Emperor, and just stay here for the rest of your days, I got no problem with that. That is fine by me. Dragon King Sword, give me your strength. Suddenly, we're not in the garden anymore. Oh, hi! Hello, Golden Hydra. Suddenly, King Ghidra, and I really probably should have healed up a little bit, but oh well. Alright. Final Judgment. Ooh, right. Okay, no, we still want to... Don't try to bite me. That's rude. Clone Rune. Thunder God. And Final Flame. And... let's do Fog of Deception to kick it off with. And... Shiny. Dragon Sword is a scam, it just turns you into a Hydra. It's a little weird that he turns into a Hydra. It feels a little weird. Oh no, I don't like that. Two of them took no damage. Ow, my face. Dragon Incense. Final Flame. Shining Wind. I don't remember. I think the different heads have different elemental weaknesses or something, and I don't remember. Yeah, I might need to not do the combos. I think they got healed a little bit, and I don't like that. Not a fan. Final Judgment. Clone Rune. Final Flame. Fog of Deception. Shining Wind. Tengar is basically just in the background, like, until Crowley's attacks are, like, is done with the damage and heal one. Because once that's out, then she needs to do healing herself. Yay! Meteor Swarm! Don't you breathe fire on us. That's rude. So rude. Alright. So Black Shadow, Dragon Incense, that one, Final Flame again, Fog of Deception. Actually, you know what? Just to have her attack. That's better. Shining Wind. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, you're lightning us. Rude. Okay, Black Shadow. Clone Rune again. Going with Shining Wind. Okay, one's down. Hopefully that doesn't attack one that's immune. Okay, good. It's not immune. Nice crit. Okay, both of those are taking damage from wind, so that's good. Dragon Incense, just because. Explosion. Let's not... Okay, actually. We'll get one combo. Yeah, I think I saw that the middle one was immune to, lightning or something. I think one of these two is immune... Yeah, the right one is immune to fire. But, like, most of the fire things are hit to all enemies anyway, so whatever. Yep, both of them do take damage from water. We don't have any other water-damaging attacks, though, so... And I want to save that top-tier water in case anyone goes down. It doesn't look like anyone's going to. I think we got this, but... Raging Blow, Explosion, Flood of Kindness, Storm. So now Tengar is healing. Yeah, I think it's weak to wind. Seems like it. Or might be water. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The fact that they're not color-coded makes it difficult to remember. It's whatever. No, they're both taking the same amount of damage from wind. I should check the middle one, though, for lightning. Okay. That's a test. If you were a BBEG, you would color code your ultimate monsters wrong to confuse the hero. Yep. Okay. That's what I thought. I hate that you're slower than Victor, sir. Okay, one last Black Shadow. Clone. The fact that you are immune to light... Well, no. There we go. It's whatever. She can switch over to weapon attacks. So, like, yeah, I could... one of them is weak to water. I could have used Mother Ocean and the top tier and Shining Wind to get water element attacks out, but Mother Ocean restores people who die. And it's the only thing I have that can do that. It's the only resurrection thing I have. So there's no, like, I don't find that useful. Given the risk. I mean, maybe if I had waited a while and used it towards the end. But, when you only have one thing that can bring people back to life, definitely better to keep it in reserve and never use it than not have it when you need it. And down it goes. Oh, hey, ow, Rune, ow, stop it, ow. My face. Okay, well, attack. Sure, Mega Medicine on all. Why not? Attack. Explosion. Attack. And Storm. You don't think you've seen or heard of this game? Wow. Well, good news for you. There's a whole batch of LPs related to this. Oh, hey. All right. Down he goes. And boom goes the Hydra. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate you healing me there at the end, after the final battle. Ugh. Oh, sure. I make the way clear for you guys, and then you come up. Your Majesty. Ah, Kasim. You've changed, Your Majesty. Why? We believed in you. Kasim, I miss the days we fought together side by side. You were misled by that woman, that Windy.
Barbarossa, oh my, you've already lost? So much for the Golden Emperor.
How dare you insult the Emperor?
Oh, don't be silly.
Your Majesty.
Now it's your turn, Ald. The Empire has fallen, but your Soul Eater is still mine. Give it to me now.
Can't I just, like, Finger of Death her? Again, can't I just Finger of Death her? Hey, all right! We've got fin funnels, everyone! See, the spirits of my friends protected me and empowered me, just like Camille.
Why do you spurn me, Soul Eater? You control life and death, devour souls. Don't you see we are meant for each other? Together we can take our revenge on this wretched world. And yet you reject me, you, the most cursed of runes, even if you refuse to accept me.
Stop. That's enough, Windy.
What are you doing? I'll destroy you with my magic.
It's no use, Windy. The Sovereign Rune on my Dragon King sword wards off any form of magic. Which is why I took the form of a Hydra, because then it, allowed them to, defeat me with magic. Entirely with magic. So, like, I want to, like... There is, of course, the series Might and Magic, in which some of those games, Might is clearly superior than Magic, and in other ones, Magic is clearly superior to Might. And you kind of have this dynamic. Like, Daggerfall, Might is clearly superior to Magic throughout the game. And in these games, Magic is generally clearly superior to Might. There's some cases where Might comes close. Looking at a few very, very powerful melee characters in 2 and 3. But still, for the most part, they do not hold a candle. Is Barbarossa weak to rivers? Even that of the Gate Rune.
But you said the Black Rune.
I lied.
What are you doing, Barbarossa?
I loved you.
Liar, you only loved the part of me that reminded you of her.
That's not true. I wanted to erase the sorrow that lies deep within your eyes. And so that's why you committed all these atrocities? It's kind of awful, sir. The sorrow of one shunned by others. I loved you, but that was a mistake. My one and only mistake.
One and only, not, letting the Empire crumble into, rebellion and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it all feeds off of that one. And it cannot be forgiven.
Please, please don't do this to me, Barbarossa.
I have only myself to blame for the loss of my empire. Ald, what brave new world will you build in its stead?
One where I am king. Emperor Barbarossa.
Please, Emperor. Your Majesty. Farewell.
Whoop! Wow! He was made of unstable star matter. It's the end of the Emperor. Yes, and the end of the Empire. This place ain't gonna hold much longer. We'd better escape. Why is this a load-bearing castle? I guess it could have been made by magic? We'll be right behind you.
Your Majesty. Run, this place won't last much longer.
Emperor Barbarossa! Okie dokie, let's go! Whee! Run away! Load-bearing mustache. Oh, it's so red. Who put the lights under the red carpet? Huh? Huh? Tell me that. Hey, at least there's no enemies here. Data is being saved. Oh no! How terrible! Enemies! Oh, don't take control away from me.
It's those Liberation Army dogs. Don't let them out of here alive.
You know this place is collapsing and you want to fight us now. We could just all run out together. Come on, join me. Let's run hand in hand out of here.
No, we want to kill you instead and then die as the place collapses. I'll hold him off. You go on ahead.
Don't be ridiculous, Victor. All right, don't take too long. Who do you think I am? I'm Victor the Victorious. I'll be right behind you, so don't you worry. Let's go, Commander. He's doing it for all of us. Now then, boys, step on up if you're ready to die. You'll have to rip the heart from my chest before I stop fighting. Okie dokie. Bye, Victor. Yeah, one fewer person. Now Cleo is up in the front row. This seems unwise. Admittedly, she does have some really good armor. So I guess it's not the worst. Oh! Careful, you fool! Thanks for taking that arrow in the knee for me. Oh, Odessa chose you. She chose you to rebuild this country. No way I'm letting you get killed here. I'd never hear the end of it when I see her in the afterlife. Go, Ald. Finish what we've waited for so long. What Odessa fought and died for. Hurry, go! Alright, don't you die here, Flick. It's a little early for me to see Odessa again. Our reunion can wait until I prove my worth. Okay. You don't even fight anyone, though. You just took an arrow in the chest. Where's Ald? He went on ahead. Now we can fight to our heart's content. Yeah, too bad it's you I'm fighting alongside.
Ald fled this way. We must avenge the Emperor.
Hey, look! We didn't even kill him. He jumped of his own. Oh, you can see the reflection up at the top. He jumped off and committed suicide of his own free will and then blew up. It's not our fault.
Let's go, Celestial Sword. Jeez, work me to death, why don't you? I swear on my sword, Odessa, you shall not pass. It's a good thing I read the Lord of the Rings. Yay, triumphant music as some of our characters have stayed behind and died. Wait, what? Why is Cleo down here all of a sudden? I had her in my party. Tengar too! What the hell, guys? Did I send you out first? Look, we won! I can't believe it, we won! Yes, the Empire has finally met its end. We did it, we really did it, Sylvina. Kirkis! It's finally over, Master Alm. Sylvina always looks like she's wearing sunglasses to me as well, by the way. I don't know about you. Our Empire has fallen. Look, Tengar, we won! We defeated the Empire! Ow, ow, ow! Quit pulling me so hard! Oh, sorry. Guess that means Black has been avenged. It's over. Hey, old man, glad you got to be a part of all this before kicking the bucket. Quit calling me old man. I'm only 27 years old. Master Liukan, those voices. Have we won? Yes, that's right. I see. Master Liukan, I've long despised war. I always felt it wrong to take the life of another, no matter the reason. Yet as a military strategist, I've been responsible for the loss of countless lives. I wonder if I made the right choice. Perhaps I should have stayed in that village, whiling away the years of fishing. There wasn't even any place to fish there. Well, Sir Matthew, the answer to that question. Have you fallen asleep, Sir Matthew? Rest in peace, my friend. You accomplished so very much. No, he's just asleep. I mean, the idea is that we reorganize the kingdom. All turned down the position of First President of the Tauren Republic and chosen as the First President of the Tauren Republic in Alt's place. Passed away shortly after learning of the Liberation Army's victory. Disappeared along with Leknat. Left for the Tauren Republic together with Fuch without stating their destination. Turned down the position of Commander-in-Chief and returned to Moravia Castle to help strengthen the northern defenses. Took up the position of Commander-in-Chief of the Republican Army. Left the Republic in search of Uber, who had disappeared. Followed after all. These are still really fast. Became the first chairman of the Tauren Republic's Congress. Gained influences as head of the Merchants Guild. Wary of battle, she still protects Tio's home to this day. Disappeared in the midst of the final battle. Became a commanding officer in the Tauren Republican Army, acting as mediator with the village of the Elves. Refused to join the Republican Army, starting instead his own business. By the time the battle was over, he had already disappeared. Disappeared in the midst of the final battle. Appointed as the bow staff instructor of the Republican Army. Wow. Invited to join the Republican Army, but declined and left the Republic. Took off on a journey promising he'd return as the fastest man in the world. Left for some faraway place, saying that his contract was over. Briefly returned to the Kobold village before departing on a journey. Devoted himself to rebuilding the village of the Elves. Spends the rest of his days watching over the graves where Barbaros and Claudia lie resting. Left on a journey to improve his imperfect self. Took over command of the Tauren Republic Navy, where she gained military renown. Began using his ship for legitimate trade, hoping to make his fortune. Returned to the village of Kaku to continue his carefree existence. Joined Angie in his new business. Now spends his days fishing leisurely on the shores of Lake Torren. Joined Angie in his new business. Having been recognized as a true warrior, he set off on a journey. Joined Hicks on his journey, uninvited, saying that he'd be lost without her. That's true. Appointed as commander of the Tauren Republic Border Guard. invited to join the Republican army along with Varkas, but disappeared. Wherever Lepant is, she is there by his side. Returned to Kaleka to live out the rest of his days. In the ruins. Headed north, saying he'd found a good money-making opportunity. Set off on a journey in search of colors that represent freedom. Continued working as a rune sage in the town of Ante. Set off on a journey of training in search of powerful opponents. Having fulfilled his duty as a knight, he announced his retirement. Continues happily serving his master. Became the co-commander of the Capital Guard. Appointed as the Secretary of the Tauren Republic. Put in charge of managing the Republic's finances. Departed for a new land in search of her next adventure. Returned to his fields. Returned to the Dragon Knights in order to train future generations. Returned to Klon Temple to resume his training. Dedicated himself to rebuilding Gregminster, the new capital. Lives a life of elegance in a house with a garden full of roses. Set off on a journey to collect sounds from around the world. Quit the armor business and opened a playhouse, which is a roaring success. Opened a clinic where he saves the lives of many people. Returned to Klon Temple. Having lost his position as a Dragon Knight, he set off on a journey with Humphrey. Returned to the hidden village of Rokaku. Made aware of his own ineptitude, he devoted himself to further training. Weary of worldly affairs, he returned to his cave. Invited to live in the village of Rokaku. He wasn't already? Huh. Succeeded the title of Master Blacksmith. Headed to the village of the dwarves to continue his training. Made a fortune selling his inventions. Forced her way into Taiho's house and ended up living there. Still gallivanting around as usual. Appointed as commander of the Tauren Republic's Patrol Corps. Continued to live life in his own indomitable way. Returned to the village of Tayan, where he continued to work as a shipwright. Became the Tauren Republic's first judge. Took over the position of astrologer in Leknat's place. Became the most popular dancer in the Republic, and now leads a life of luxury. Returned to the domain of the Dragon Knights to resume her duties. Continues to devote himself to alchemical studies. Departed on a journey in search of new gadgets. Set off on a journey to spread the songs of the Liberation Army to people across the land. Another teleportation blunder sent her flying off to somewhere far away. Welcomed into the rebuilt village of the Elves. Returned home and received his inheritance. Left home once again, saying that adventure was calling. Serves as Warren's assistant. Started his own business with Lepant's assistance. Returned to the forest, where he hunts alone and lives freely. Set off on a journey to research and write a biography of Matthew. Appointed as a martial arts instructor in the Republican Army. Lives in a little house together with her cat, Mina. Aww. Retired as Master Blacksmith and passed on the title to Moose. Still loves some good gossip. Returned to the Kobold Village and became its chief. Currently working hard to become the second greatest Kobold warrior, the greatest being Kuromimi. Continued working as the cook at Marie's Inn. Opened a restaurant specializing in stews. Gave up his trusty scythe and became a farmer. Asked to design a vault for the dwarves, he devotes himself to his task. He went straight and opened a successful inn. Kept her childhood promise and became Kirkus's bride. Is apparently now training diligently to become a good housewife. Still lives in the town of Kaku and still enjoys playing dice. Given the task of creating decorative windows for the tower on Magician's Island. Reopened her inn in Gregminster, the new capital of the Republic. It is said that the grounds of Torrender Castle are filled with flowers to this day. Now working as a maid in Marie's Inn, but still ready to give any guests she takes a dislike to a taste of her elbow. Devoted himself to designing new baths. Became gatekeeper of Torrent Castle at his own request. Set out to sea in order to see the edge of the world. Vanished along with Gregminster Palace's treasure. Oh my. Realized his long-cherished ambition of owning a store of his own. Is that it? Did I do it? Yes! I did it! I did it! I do need some water. Genso Suikoden staff. So Kimberly forced her way into Taiho's house and continues to live there, and yet does not appear in Suikoden II while Taiho does. To be fair, Taiho moved at that point. And it is 3 years later. She may be living there, but Taiho never went home. Yeah. I do wish that those descriptions were lengthier and obviously slower. It actually wasn't that bad. I was surprised. Like, I think it is a little bit slower than it was before. Because I think I had a lot more trouble with it originally. But yeah, like, I mean, obviously some of those only last for about 2 or 3 years. Music composed. Very, very good music in the entire series, but 1, 2, and 3 are really solid. It might have been, I don't remember. Skies of Arcadia gets it right with the post-game descriptions, you think? I have not played that, so I don't know. I don't have a good comparison. I do want to, though. You can see the characters return from Valkyria Chronicles. I was actually watching some old stream footage of Grimmeth and Lethal and J2 playing Heyday 2, and I think there was a time when I wasn't there and they were talking about Valkyria Chronicles and mentioned that I was playing it at the time. I need to get to Grandia 2 as well. I think there's a PC version that I'll play, like a not a remaster per se. It might be called a remaster. I don't know, but a PC version that I need to get to. I am Jun-chan. Yeah, it's on Steam. I think. Yeah. I mean, I was pretty sure. Monkey Funky, huh? It's a bit glitchier than the original. I think it's based on the PlayStation 2 version, which is an imperfect port of the Dreamcast. I do own the PlayStation 2 version. I always meant to play it, but never quite got around to it. I mean, setting aside, you know, like, issues of payout and stuff like that, Steam is a pretty solid distribution platform, and there is so much nostalgia for old stuff that there really is a good, solid, like, interest in getting these old games out and available again. Yeah, the Dreamcast version, yeah. One of the complaints that I had heard about the Steam version is that it is based on the PlayStation 2 rather than the Dreamcast version. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Suikoden I HD Remastered, Gate Rune War. So overall, the graphics are really nice. I find the backgrounds being really high def, while the sprites are basically the original sprites, a little bit off-putting. I kind of would have preferred pixelated backgrounds, just nicer. But the portraiture is so good. Getting these new portraits is so nice. It really is. I do wish that they had done more with the UI, though. Now, I've heard that there's there was a Sega port of Suikoden 1 and 2 that had extra stuff that didn't make it into the Suikoden 1 and 2 version that this is based off of. Like how some of the backgrounds had nice lighting. Yeah. I mean, like, that looked great. It was just more that there's just this little... How to put it? it stands out a little bit to my eyes when you have sprites on non-sprite backgrounds, kind of thing. Like, sprites are pixelated. Make the backgrounds pixelated. It's like two different art styles, kind of thing. Whereas, like, I would not like non-sprite. Like, if they had changed the character sprites to be the same style as the backgrounds, that would just look cheap to me. Which is a little weird, but... Like, it's one of the reasons why some of the Final Fantasy some of the Final Fantasy versions that we've had over the years, the like mobile versions and things like that, are just not to my taste. They just don't look right because they changed the sprites, and the style of the sprites is pretty crucial to that art style, I think. Yeah, I mean, Live Alive did it probably best. Like, Live Alive and Octopath Traveler, and, I mean, it's that 2D HD style that they've coined, that the Dragon Quest 3 and soon 1 and 2 will also have. But overall, like, just having the games easily accessible more than makes up for that. Just having the games out there so that people can play, especially 2, which is so hard to legally play. I think that's pretty key. And I hope that the success of this causes them to go back and do remasters of 3, 4, and 5 and Tactics. I think that would be fantastic. Special thanks, Suikoden 1 staff, Suikoden 2 staff, Suikoden 1 and 2 staff, and all Gensu Suikoden fans around the world. Aww. That's nice. Hi, Owl. And away they go. I do have the first Legend of Heroes, although I think they're remaking that one, so... Hey! Nice new ending scene. The Gate Rune War, completed Suikoden 1, Stars of Destiny assembled, got all 108, and then something else that I missed. You want to save your clear data? Yes, I do, but I'm going to be overwriting this eventually. Gremio following his true love. That's true. That's true. All right. Well, for the stream, we're definitely going to just do some grinding to finish out the stream. And I'll put it up on YouTube as well. But this is the end. I mean, the game is over. No, I do not say that normally. That was just a misstatement. That's not very common around here, actually. We haven't seen this in a while, so let's go ahead and rewatch it again before we break the video. I mean, I'd be really curious what they would, like... The hand-drawn animation, like, I don't know if they have the, they still have the cells for that. For, like, Suikoden 3. So I don't know if that would be, like, if they'd be able to do that, or if it would just be up-converted. If they were to do that. Man, I love that opening. Suikoden 3 and Breath of Fire 4 have two of my favorite game openings of all time. Like this kind of thing. Oh, and Xenogears, I should say. Like those Xenogears is of course my favorite. But those three games are just super, super solid and fantastic. All right, so for those watching on YouTube, we will be back for some grinding episodes that are entirely skippable if you want. For those watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere because we will be right back.